Good morning. Good morning one more time. All right. You might be wondering, what is this extraordinary handsome man going to share with us? Those who laugh, we will discuss after that. Yes, I am the most handsome man on this planet. My name is Dr. Ali Qassem, and I'm so glad that all of you are here. And I appreciate your attendance for this important session. I'll be sharing with you what it needed to be done to keep our skilled, talented employees. If an organization has skilled, talented people who are leaving, there are reasons behind that. And unless and until these reasons are resolved, there is no solution for this problem. Why does it matter? Why organizations need to think and think again and again and again about these skilled, talented people who are leaving the organization? Number one, obviously, an organization who can keep their skilled, talented people will save money and time, especially in replacement, turnover, etc. This will enhance, absolutely, the team atmosphere. If the team working together, used to each other, respect each other, and suddenly one disappeared, that will be a team problem or will create a problem. This will improve the company culture, which definitely will enhance productivity. When we enhance productivity, that will improve better customer experience, will increase the organizational revenue, and definitely the organization will have higher and better reputation. That's why it's not a small issue. Let me ask you a question. If you are working in an organization or leading an organization that have this problem, skilled, talented people are leaving, is it a problem or not? Please raise your hand. Is it a problem? Can you raise your hand, please? Those who agree with me. Yes, it is a problem. Now, we humans do not fix small problems. We only fix the big one. When we have a small problem with the car, we ignore it until it becomes a big issue problem, then it will cost us more. Consider this problem as this elephant. If you see it small, meaning this elephant is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers away, but that elephant is walking towards you. Suddenly, you will find the elephant in front of you. At that time, it's very difficult and hard to solve this matter. So better act quickly on the matter. Now come to this question. Why anybody would leave this wonderful state? Why? You know, I've been living here for the last 2 decades. As I traveled to more than 27 countries in the world, but this is my favorite place. I live here. Wonderful people, nice weather, beauty everywhere. Why should anybody leave? Why? And let's turn the question to a different way. Why any skilled person leave any organization? We will discover now the real cause, the root cause of this problem. Let me mention this first to you. It doesn't matter what is your field or sector. It doesn't matter which industry. You will find like job satisfaction, motivation, morale, all this kind of stuff, and productivity tied closely to positive leadership and management skills. They are different, but they are inseparable. We need them together. Most common answer when we ask organization, why do you think your people leaving? Because they are looking for higher pay. They are looking for higher salary. Not necessarily true. You see, Harvard did a research, and others for that matter. 9 people out of 10 are willing to go to lower pay if they have a better work experience, meaningful experience of working for themselves and for their organization. Don't you agree? Let's say you are taking 2005. Aren't you willing to go and work in a better culture that is paying you 2002? Aren't you? Raise your hand, please, if you agree. Money is not everything. You need to have something more important to you than money. I love this company, Microsoft. They are one of the best organization culture in this planet. You see, people will not leave the organization if they are working on their ideal working environment. If they have a positive inner work life. What is that? The flow of emotions while at work. Do you wake up every Monday and say, thank God it's Monday, I'm going to work? Or you just when Friday, thank God it's Friday, tomorrow and after tomorrow there is no work? This is what I'm talking about. If people are working in a toxic culture, they will leave. Now, do you think ideal working environment differ from one person to another? Because people are different, right? So the ideal working environment different. No. We all want the same thing. We all want organization where trust is there, support is there, clarity and clear communication is there, fun is there, respect is there. We all want the same thing. So it's achievable, it can be done. There is something we call emotional drivers. This is what makes us do things or not to do things. What makes us do things or not to do things? Why? Why did you do that? Why don't you do that? There are emotional secrets behind it. What we see is what is the tip of the iceberg. Comes from our conscious mind. But there are underlying hidden reasons that come from our subconscious mind. And when we keep digging deeper and deeper, you will find out you, me, everybody does things or do not do things for two things. You know what is that? Avoid pain or gain pleasure. That's it. Now, if I can't avoid pain or gain pleasure at work, I will leave. That's human nature. If I am deprived from satisfying my emotional drivers, if I can't achieve that in my workplace where I spend at least 10 hours per day, I'll leave. Anybody will do the same. These emotional drivers are certainty, uncertainty, connection and love, growth, significance, and contribution. These are important and it's inside you, me, everybody. I work, I survive in order what? To fulfill these emotional drivers. If my company can't support me for that, I will leave. I will not join or stay in a company if there is lack of growth opportunities. I joined the company and after 2.5 or 3 years, I'm still the same, with same knowledge, with same skills. Who's gonna teach me a new skill? My fiance? No, supposed to be the organization. And sorry to say, many organizations I have met believe that training is just a waste of time. Training is just a waste of time. No. You see, the right training, and I just press on this, the right training is not a recreational lecture to be implemented when times are good. No. It's an essential survival tool when times are really rough, tough, we can't make money, something is wrong. Then become very important. People will not stay if we have in the organization continuous managers' mistakes. And I'm not talking about technical mistakes, no. I'm talking about dealing with people mistakes. Wrong things happening always, I will not stay. You see, because obviously people leave people, not organizations. I work for Microsoft, why did I leave? Microsoft is a very good company, Sony or whatever, why did I leave? If my immediate superior is a nightmare for me, I'll leave, not the company. My advice to any new or manager, do not manage them. What do you mean? Do not try to manage people. For a simple reason, nobody likes to be managed. Do you like me to manage you? No. Instead, try your best to lead them to progress, which is too much different. A manager cannot go to this stage to lead his people to progress unless he or she know that doesn't matter as a manager. It doesn't matter how brilliant I am, how technically skilled I am, how capable I am. I will never be able to be an effective manager unless I gain the willing cooperation of my team. Willing cooperation. Unless I get that, I cannot lead them to progress and I cannot be effective. That's why I need to know my people in a personal level, how they think. First, I need to know what is their behavioral style. What a dealer, for example, will do in a certain situation. I can figure, I can guess. We call this people reading. If I can know my people on that level, that's good enough. I need to know what my staff think, how he thinks. What does he do in order to get clarity before he takes action, which is, we call it the colored brain. And I need to know their emotional drives, what motivates them to do things or not to do things. But let me tell you this. First of all, motivation, before that, if you type motivational speaker Malaysia, Google will put me in the first page. The first page, just type motivational speaker Malaysia. In the first page, I am advising you, do not waste your money on motivational speeches. It does not work. You see, because number one, motivation does not last long. Does not last long. I say, so does bathing, taking shower. Does it last long? To take a shower once a year? We need it every day, right? That's why exactly motivation. Motivation will not exist. Don't waste your money. Will not exist in this culture. Never. Will not. Where is no trust, gossip. People are paycheck driven. Nobody cares. Self-interest, etc., etc. Would you stay in which culture? Raise your hand. If your culture is like this, would you like to stay? When you know your value in the marketplace, you will never stay 1 week in this organization. When do you know your value, that you have value in the marketplace, you will not stay here. You see, nobody would like to stay in this culture. Now ask yourself, what corporate culture do you have right now? If you have the problem of people leaving your organization. If you have people leaving your organization, think, where are you among these 5 cultures? First, the blame culture. This is the worst. The worst culture. For those who want to take photo, please take it fast. Yeah, I have limited time. Okay? So, out 1 to 10, are you in this culture? By the way, if you are having one of these, just one, you are in this culture. Go to another worse culture, that's the multi-directional culture. Nobody knows why he's doing this. What is the organizational vision? Where will we be in 5 years' time? Nobody has clue. Maybe it's written somewhere behind the CEO in the CEO's office and nobody knows anything about it. Think about it. If you have any of this, you are in this culture. The third, live and let live culture. It's none of my business. You can see people living in like cliquish, in silos. Ini kampung saya, ini orang kampung saya, ini saudara saya. You know, this kind of story. People are in groups. Not for the interest of the company, no, but for their own interest. This is the better one. By the way, the first, second, and third cultures, 100 employee will give you the production of 52 to 58. You are wasting 42 employees. They are not working. The average performance for 100 people will be 52 to 58, max. We need to go slightly higher. Brand congruent culture, where people believe in the product or service that they do. They feel good. Thank God I'm working for Sony. Thank God I'm working for Yasan Sabah. Thank God I'm working for Sid, whatever. If he or she feels this, we are in this culture. The highest one is the leadership enriched culture. Leadership is at all levels. This guy is a supervisor, but his leadership skills is same like the CEO. Good leader, good leader. In this culture, 100 employee will give you the productivity of 162, meaning as if you employ another 62 people. I advise organizations. Before that, let me ask you a question. Who creates poor cultures? Who or what? What do you think? Right? True or not? Please. Yes. These are who create poor culture, people. Who creates good culture? Also people, same thing. I advise organizations to take chance to look at this. Look at this. This is psychological corporate culture change, which is people-centered transformation. This program in 2020 was number 3 globally. Now 2022, it's number 1 globally. I advise organizations to think about it, search for it, and try it to improve and solve these problems. Finally, keeping your skilled, talented people will give you huge benefits and very, very several advantages. It was a great pleasure and honor talking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.